Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're tackling a problem that, let's be honest, almost every productivity enthusiast has faced at some point. You know the feeling, right? You spend hours, maybe even days, crafting the absolute perfect Notion workspace on your computer. It looks gorgeous, it tracks literally everything, and you feel entirely on top of your life. But then, you step away from your desk, you pull out your phone, open the Notion app, and suddenly, that beautiful system, well, it feels like a maze. Navigating it on a small screen becomes this massive chore. But don't worry, because today we are going to fix that and completely optimize your Notion mobile experience.
Okay, let's dive into this. Picture this scenario. You're walking down the street, or maybe you're just sitting on the train, and boom, a brilliant idea strikes you. So you reach for your phone, open your beautifully complex Notion workspace, try to find the right page, figure out exactly which database to put it in, and the idea is completely gone. Poof. It just highlights a pretty harsh reality. If you need to quickly jot down a thought in under 2 seconds, apps like Evernote traditionally win just because you open them and type. Notion's incredible structure can actually backfire and slow you down here, causing that fleeting idea to completely vanish. We really need to bridge that gap.
So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The mobile Notion problem. 2. Quick capture with widgets. 3. Maximize space with toggles. And 4. The minimalist mobile mindset. Starting with Section 1, the mobile Notion problem, the friction of the small screen.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core issue we're facing. The very thing that makes Notion so incredibly powerful on your laptop is exactly what turns it into a liability on your phone. On your desktop, it's this beautiful powerhouse, right? You've got a massive workspace, super fast navigation, handy sidebars, and multiple columns sitting perfectly side by side. But on mobile, all those columns stack vertically. So a dashboard you can view in one quick glance on your laptop suddenly requires like 5 solid swipes just to get to the bottom on your phone. It translates into clunky navigation, endless scrolling, and some seriously annoying layout sizing issues.
Moving right along to Section 2, quick capture with widgets. Don't let the idea slip away.
Let's move to and see how this builds a totally frictionless system right on your phone's home screen. Step 1 is super simple. Just add the Notion plus symbol widget directly to your phone's home screen. Step 2, whenever an idea strikes, you just type that widget. You get an instant pop-up window completely bypassing your main workspace. And Step 3, you customize that widget to funnel your notes straight into a target database.
The logic here is an absolute game changer. By configuring that plus widget to point to a specific dedicated quick notes or inbox database, you are removing all the decision-making from the moment. You don't have to sit there thinking about tags or formatting or which specific project folder it belongs to while you're aggressively caffeinating in line for coffee. You just funnel those fast thoughts instantly. Then, later when you're back at your desktop with a full keyboard and a massive screen, you can easily sort those ideas out into their proper places.
All right, Section 3, maximize space with toggles. Stop the endless scrolling. To fix that dreaded scroll fatigue, we're going to rely on a classic tool, the toggle block. Just in case you're new to this, a toggle is that little triangle icon. By utilizing this native element to hide or reveal content beneath a heading, you instantly turn long pages into neat, collapsible folders right there on your page. By putting your content inside a toggle, you significantly reduce visual clutter when it's closed, which keeps your whole foundation looking incredibly clean.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how you can think of toggles as basically a space-saving magic trick for mobile. Let's say your desktop dashboard has 3 columns, maybe a task list, a calendar, and a project tracker. Well, on mobile, those just stack on top of each other into a giant tower. But by moving those subsections into toggle elements, your mobile screen transforms into just 3 neat little headings. You simply tap the toggle you actually need, do your work, and then close it back up. It entirely eliminates the excessive scrolling caused by varying layouts.
And there's a remarkably clever structural concept for this that the community affectionately calls the data basement. When you build complex systems in Notion, you often have these raw source databases that drive everything behind the scenes, but you don't actually need to look at them daily, right? You just look at the linked views. So the strategy here is to tuck all those raw, complex source databases into a single toggle right at the very bottom of your page. You literally hide the back end in the basement. This keeps your mobile view perfectly clean and focused only on the actionable stuff up at the top.
Section 4, the minimalist mobile mindset. Less friction, more focus. Creating a truly great mobile experience is really about preventing the app from turning into a cluttered digital junk drawer. As one Reddit community member perfectly summed it up, task and journal database, one dashboard to unite them, the end. When it comes to mobile organization, absolute simplicity is highly effective.
You see, people often try to build these overly complex trackers for every little habit and micrometric, but they quickly find out it just creates way more work for them. Boiling it down to the absolute essentials, like what you need to do today and what you want to write down, makes the whole system actually sustainable.
So the crucial point is that active maintenance is required to keep this friction-free state. Here are your rapid-fire housekeeping tips. First, keep your sidebar grouped logically. Use emojis, clear names, and group-related pages so your navigation map makes sense instantly. Second, archive completed pages. Please don't let old weekly planners pile up. Drag them into a dedicated archive subpage. Third, ruthlessly delete unused templates or those empty pages you know you're never going to finish. And finally, really strive to stick to a simple one-page dashboard on your phone. Less really is more here.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought. Grab your phone right now, open up your Notion app, and take a hard look at your home dashboard. Ask yourself, what unnecessary mobile clutter can you delete or at least hide inside a toggle right this very second? Implement that quick capture widget. Embrace the magic of the database mint and reclaim your mobile productivity. Go clean up that workspace and enjoy a much faster, smoother experience on the go.